probably been quite the emphatic way to go out in the 3,200 your senior year.
Yeah, I had my goals for this all year. I had my sights set on it. It feels great to come here and do what you wanted to do.
At what point did you know? Obviously, you were pulling away on that last lap. At what point did you take a peek at the clock and give it that extra kick?
Yeah, every time I came around, I was kind of looking up on the board, seeing how close the guy was behind me. And so it's more of a waiting game because I knew that at some point he'd fall off because I just felt like I came into it stronger than he did. So I just had to hold tight and just wait for him to kind of tire out, I guess.
That was a 34-year-old record by a former Badger. Now you're going to be a Badger. What is Ola Hacker the other day said, wait till Wisconsin in a couple of years. You're going to be part of that distance too.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it, and it's even more memorable having taken down the record by a former Badger. And so just all season I was kind of looking at that and just thinking to myself, like, I'm going to try to model what he did and try to have a good career at Madison like he did. So it just feels good breaking that record. Obviously it stood for a long time, so I don't know. It feels really good.
When you're coming down that last stretch, do you have the mental clock going in your head? Do you know where you need to be and how much you need to kick it in?
Yeah, I had my splits in my head. Kind of each lap, I knew what I had to be at, and so I just knew in that last lap I kind of had to kick it in because I was slipping off a little bit, but I was able to close pretty hard, so that was even better.
Can you describe how much work went into this from last year to this year?
I can't even put it in words. It definitely was. I was training on just another level, and just thinking back on last year, I mean, I consider myself that I hardly even trained compared to what I do now. So I changed a lot of things, and it just seems like you've got to train way harder than you expect you will to do the things you want to. So I guess this season I just knew I had to get after it, and so I trained like that, and it came through in the end.
Was there a biggest sacrifice you had to make? Something that you really didn't think you could do but did?
Yeah, I had to sacrifice a lot for running. I didn't get to do as much as what I wanted to in my senior year, but it was all worth it because I have to get up early to get in the weight room, and then after school get more miles in. So I mean, it's worth it. It's awesome seeing how far you can come in just a year.
Winning cross country, was that more motivation now for this? Thinking you got one, why not get the other distance?
Yeah. I'm pretty good friends with Ethan Main too, so I kind of had what he did last year in my mind and just was like, all right, I'm just gonna follow what he did and just keep training hard. And after it paid off in cross country, I was just like, all right, now I just gotta put even more work in and see how far it can take me.